it's Maria from GoalieTrainingPro.com. I'm an exercise physiologist who specializes in off-ice training for hockey goalies. And we're talking about things you can do as soon as you come off the ice. This is from practice, games, tryouts, training camps, tournaments, whatever. It's going to become part of your routine, part of your habit. I'm going to straighten out the frame and then show you what I mean. That's better, isn't it? So we want to just try to get our body back into a relaxed state, give ourselves a chance to wind down so that when we go home we might actually fall asleep and get a good recovery sleep too. As you do this static stretch circuit, we're going to hold each position for about 30 seconds. I want you to be thinking about your breathing. So breathing in through your nose for about 4 seconds, breathing out through your mouth for about 6 seconds. So you do about 3 breaths in each hold position. And I want you to think about taking really full breaths without forcing them. So a full breath in and a full breath out, but not like, you know, that kind of thing. Just a nice relaxing breath. So the first one, we'll start with your hands just can be on anything. I'm just using a foam roll. But we're going to sit back in our heels, and we're going to reach overhead with our arms, and we're going to bring our head down between our upper arms. So 2 things. We're kind of getting a nice stretch through our lats. We're also getting a nice little stretch through our back and bringing our hips into some flexion, a little stretch through our glutes. So we'll hold that one, nice position to do some breathing. The next one we would do is our hamstring stretch. There's a million ways we can stretch our hamstrings, standing with our foot on a box. Or we can do a lying down hamstring stretch where we're actually going to use our quadriceps to stretch our hamstrings. So I get my thighs straight up and down, I grab behind my knee, and I slowly straighten that knee out just until I feel a stretch. So a lot of you, some of you will just be here and your leg will be like, it's shaking like crazy. That's fine, that's where you'll start. But again, if you're in the dressing room, you could just put your foot up on the bench and just make sure you stay nice and tall in your torso. Then we get a nice little hip flexor stretch. When you do this one, make sure you tuck your bum underneath, so it's not going to be here, it's going to be here, and then you tuck your bum underneath so you feel a stretch in a little more the front of your hip and the top third, although if you're pretty tight, you might feel it in the bottom third of your quadricep. Then we can go to quadriceps. Again, you can do it standing, just bringing your heel to your bum. We usually do it side lying like this, and then we bring this bottom heel up on top of our knee, and that just keeps our leg down, keeps a little bit of tension in our IT band. Some of you get here, and then you're not getting an even stretch in your quadriceps, so that little trick helps. From there, you'll move on to your glutes. So again, lots of ways you can stretch the glutes. We like to use this one sometimes, so sitting up nice and tall, bringing your heel, sliding your heel along the floor towards your bum until you feel a nice stretch in this side. Again, always thinking about your breathing. Breathing in for 4, out for 6. You can do a stretch of your adductors or your groins, but again, just be gentle. They've been working really, really hard. So just a nice, medium type stretch and hold, or you can do a double knee down, whatever feels the best for you, or you can switch it up sometimes. And then the last one we're going to do is hip internal and external rotation. So we're going to lie down. Our feet are about double hip width. We're going to just let almost like gravity bring your knees in for a breath. We'll let gravity take your knees out for a breath, and do about 2 of each of those. We're really just trying to restore our body to, we're good, we're not in panic mode anymore, everything's fine. See how your body feels too. Maybe you have some days like, wow, that feels pretty tight tonight. I better give it a little extra attention tomorrow or before I get on the ice again tomorrow. So that's your static stretch. So we talked about rehydrating and refueling. We talked about self-myofascial release. This is the 3rd step, which is your static stretch circuit. And then the final step will be kind of a debrief where you're going to look at, hey, what did I do great? What could I do better? And then you just close the chapter on that and you go home and get on with your day or go straight to bed. This is Maria from GoalieTrainingPro.com, just helping you get through tryouts, helping you recover after you come off the ice so you can have your best performance every time. Cheers.